Hey guys, welcome to Body Mind Zone. My name is Sean, and today I want to share with you some powerful body language techniques you can use right now to help you change the way people see you, making you more confident, charismatic, and influential. You'll notice how these body language techniques are used by some of the world's most influential and charismatic people, and how they make it seem so effortless and natural. These tips will break down how they exude confidence and charisma, and how you can start adopting the same body language techniques. With the new sense of awareness of your body language, these tips will be easy to implement, taking you from awkward and forgettable to magnetic and confident. Bearing in mind this video goes in depth into the various aspects of body language, feel free to use the links below to jump to a certain aspect of body language that you'd like to refer to. At Body Mind Zone, we delve into the 5 essential elements, being personal power, health, relationships, prosperity, and passion. Today we'll be looking at relationships and how body language affects our relationships. What is it about people like Will Smith, Ellen DeGeneres, Dwayne Johnson, and Jennifer Lawrence that makes them appear so confident and charismatic? The magnetism they convey is in large part due to their powerful body language. Powerful yet approachable, confident yet humble. It is said that 70% of communication is body language, and it's human nature to make radical assumptions based on body language. If you think of social interaction where you were truly nervous, recall how that nervousness transferred to other people and made the situation even more awkward. Now think of a person who has confident body language, and how their presence always seems to bring a sense of ease and calm to an interaction. Whether you want to command a room and make yourself appear more attractive, or simply want to be a little less awkward in certain social interactions, these tips will show you the basics and breakdowns for common social actions, making you appear more confident, attractive, and respectable. Working from the feet all the way up to the head, here are breakdowns of the certain aspects of body parts and how you want to use them to convey powerful body language. The feet. The feet should be shoulder width apart and open. Closed feet makes you look unsure of yourself and shows nervousness. If this feels too rigid, try opening your dominant foot to the side and lean slightly more weight into it. This will make you appear less rigid and more casual. As long as your feet aren't closed, you can play around with their position, like Ellen DeGeneres does here on the red carpet, using neutral feet positioning and more funky variations. The arms and hands. The arms and hands are probably the most important aspect of good body language, as they can immediately convey your personality to others. The arms and hands are also the most difficult aspect of body language to master because it's much easier and more comfortable to close off the arms or put the hands in our pockets. The open position we're going for here may feel awkward, but it looks the most natural and confident. For most social situations, we want to avoid a closed body language. Here are some examples of different arm and hand positions and in which situations they're acceptable to use. Crossed arms. This is as closed off as it gets and only conveys dominance, anger, or boredom. The only time this one is acceptable to use is when you're trying to convey power, taking a wannabe gangster selfie. Holding one arm. This one is common in people with low self-confidence and makes it look as if you have an injured elbow. There is no situation where this is acceptable unless you have legitimately hurt your elbow. Hands on hips. This one is far more open than crossed arms and may convey confidence, but can come off as overbearing or arrogant. This one should really only be used for that sports team photo or 80s aerobics class. One hand over the other in the front. This position conveys respect, but is mellow and closed off. The shoulders naturally slump forward here, so the position should be avoided when trying to convey confidence. This position is recommended for occasions where respect should be shown, such as at a funeral, but is too formal and closed for most other social situations. One hand over the other behind the back. Whilst this position is open and proud, it can suggest a sense of guilt. Think handcuffs, or that you're trying to hide something. Hands in pockets. In no way does this position exude good body language, only a lack of confidence or boredom. The only time this one is acceptable is when you're actually getting something out of your pockets, or it's the only way to warm up your hands in the middle of winter. There is one situation where a variation of hands and pockets is acceptable though, which I'll get to in a minute. Arms and hands relaxed. The best position for your arms and hands? Completely relaxed with your hands at your sides. This is not easy, as the position can feel awkward, but it certainly looks the most confident and natural. If you feel too awkward and desperately need to do something with your hands, hold on to something with one hand, such as a drink if it's a social setting. If you can't find something natural to hold, your last resort is to put your thumbs into your pockets. If you open the position of the feet and add a slight lean, you could pull off that nonchalant denim model look. Again, only use your pockets in this way as a last resort. Another note about the arms and hands is to use small, controlled gestures. Without being over the top, use your hands to emphasize your points and own your space, making you appear more commanding and persuasive. Will Smith is a great example of what to do with your arms and hands. When standing still, his arms and hands are super relaxed, but his open, leaning standing position makes him appear more comfortable and confident. He occasionally uses his hands to gesture in either small or big ways. Posture. Many of us have bad postures from sitting at a desk all day, rounding our shoulders and causing that hunched back. No matter what kind of physical shape you're in, always try to maintain an upright posture with your stomach in, chest out, and shoulders relaxed. Physical exercise such as yoga can do wonders for bad postures by opening and strengthening the body. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has a great posture, which is not easy considering how developed his chest and shoulders are. If you look at most bodybuilders, the development in their upper body tends to make their shoulders round forward and hunch their back. But The Rock makes a conscious effort to keep his chest and shoulders open in a subtle way. The head. Your head should stay in a neutral position. Tilting it up conveys arrogance, and tilting it down is submissive. Eye contact. Eye contact is another big one. Maintaining too little eye contact may appear as if you have low self-esteem, but too much eye contact may come off as creepy. The best ratio to maintain is 80-20, keeping eye contact for 80% of the time and looking elsewhere for the other 20%. Your smile. Your smile is another huge aspect of body language. Never smile and you appear depressed and unapproachable. Smile too much and you appear insincere or maybe even creepy. When meeting people, go for the warm yet subtle smile and save your beaming grin for special moments. You want to use your smile to make you seem warm and positive, yet making people have to earn a glimpse of your beaming smile. An advanced tip is to occasionally use an exaggerated or wacky facial expression when expressing a certain emotion. This shows you have high self-esteem and aren't worried about what other people think of you. A great example of great facial body language is Jennifer Lawrence. She maintains a neutral head position, uses a subtle smile when interacting with people, and saves the giant smiles and crazy facial expressions for special moments. Movement. Generally, you want to keep your movement slow and controlled, and own your space in a controlled way. Avoid any fidgeting such as tapping the feet, fiddling with the hands, touching your face, clenching the jaw. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed by all of this, don't stress. You're in good company. These techniques take time to perfect. Why not start by focusing on the one or two things that you think you can change about your body language that can make the greatest difference in your life? The more you focus and work on this, the more natural you'll become. Let us know in the comments section if we missed any tips that have worked well for you. And be sure to subscribe to Body Mind Zone for more tips and tools to live your best life. Thanks for watching, and we hope these powerful body language techniques help you feel more confident and charismatic.